dogs lie. Unless I add the clergy in. The clergy are happy and influential. And they would reduce the maintenance of it, not the effectiveness of it. I mean, maintenance would be nice, but it's not enough. And this is with missionary strength guy. Truce with Portugal is up. Who was allied with Portugal that I was mildly concerned about? Austria hate me so much that they would, of course, help out Milano. Jake, did you know that Sultan of Ottomans is called an Ottomancer? That sounds made up. I mean, it's probably true, but that doesn't stop it sounding made up. Alright, Waltz is down, and I'm afraid you're next, Savoy. It's only a hilly fight, it's not something worth crying about. Oh, it's also a 10-1, so yoink. Fine, I'll just leave behind the 5 cannons, which is all we need. And wherever he went, which I'm guessing is up here... Oh, wait, what? What is this mad chap up to? Alright, let's send everybody over there so we're ready for him. Oh boy. You know, I used to look up to you, Savoy. You were all that, and now you're all gone. I'm taking your money as well, by the way. Romagna converted? Swell. Oh, it's so good having this rich Italian land. No road building, says Mark Giroux. I could bypass that quite easily just by building squares. Squares come with extra roads anyway. Then you could say, okay, no squares then, but no road building. Would that be possible? Yeah, of course it would be possible, but would it though? You'd run out of wood pretty easily. Huh. Might be more interesting than I give it credit for. Alright, Savoy is done. Done and done some more. And the aggressive expansion is going to be hilarious, and it's going to involve new individuals like Hamburg and Dithmarschen, who we've previously not known or cared about at all. Perhaps I should get on with making them quite happy. But I still need a diplomat back, so I'm going to bring back the guy from Castile. Declare on Venice to avoid an even larger coalition. Nah, we can deal with large coalition. Especially when all my good friends will surely join in. To help me, not to hinder me, of course. What I should do is attack Milan and Austria so they don't get involved in the coalition. Ah, fun times. Well, I need bigger and better friends, because Castile wouldn't save me. Portugal might save me. Great Britain could. I should probably make sure that their trust is elevated, but nah. Nah. Can I even annex all of you? It would be a lot of overextension, which kind of blows for me. But I want it all. Like, I really, really want it all. If I leave Savoy alone, France is going to take it. Do you think the map discovery should be changed? PRoman controls Italy, but doesn't know what Germany looks like. A bit hard to believe. We only got here a few decades ago. We don't have thousands of years of map making under our belt here. That's a lot of overextension. What would Brian Boitano do here? Not like I can just spit somebody out. Well, I can actually. Montferrat could field a bit of this for me. And then I just integrate him afterwards. But I'm not sure I like that at all. But going over 100% overextension is also a big no-no. Vassalize Savoy, Jake. Oh, there's no way he'd ever forgive me if I did that. I could annex and release Savoy. That's an idea, but I don't like that either. I want direct control over this land. Hell, I could just eat that 120% overextension if I think I could core it fast enough, but I don't. Well, I could core the bulk of it fast enough. 371, huh? Let's sit on him for a while. There's no rush here. The only rush are my truces with Milan and Aragon. Aragon's till 91. Hey, there's a fort in Wallace. Between it, these two forts help me out a lot. Savoy's a done deal, though. 228 admin. Alright, let's hold back a bit for about a year. Then we'll be able to get the admin power to core everything in one go. And since it's all in our culture group and we have massive reductions to core creation cost, we'll get it done fairly quickly. Also, let's get over to Lucca for better everything. And I'm going to bring our troops over here to get rid of the revolt risk on Sardinia, because I don't like Sardinian problems in general. Our army is looking pretty good, but the manpower is not. Let's get you folks over here ASAP, and then stop there being any unrest here. Clunk. And then that should remove any threat of Sardinians. Good. Ah, man, that's a threat. Savoyard Pretender rebels popping up. We'll let them be. I don't know what'll happen to them when I annex Savoy. Will they disappear? It's an interesting thought. But I want my 371 admin, so we'll wait about a year. Is that island with rebels yours? Ibiza is mine, yes. And I could certainly eventually deal with them, if I so felt like. Okay, I'm actually not the biggest fan of these rebels being here. Let's go and take care of those guys at least. They won't defect anytime soon. 29 months actually. Aragon is bankrupt. That's amazing. That is also amazing. They've gone over to Majorca. Oh, Aragon went bankrupt just in time. I'll be able to jump on them for a few months of that bankruptcy at least. Oh, what a bad time to be Aragon. Don't forget to rival the Ottomans. I gotta wait for peace before I do anything like that. Well, I don't have to, but I will. We've improved relations with the Swiss as much as we can. They even love us. Aren't I improving with Hamburg? I am. Guess it's just going better with Dithmarschen. Not that it matters much. Look at this. Hamburg is getting minus 72 out of this. Well, no, it might be okay. What's more concerning are the Danes hating me. Could I get the Danes out of all of this? They're not getting a huge amount. They're getting 40, but I can only improve their relations by another 20, so that's not going to do it. Well, let's just embrace the coalition madness, especially when I have this. I'll have some mountainous forts holding me steady there. Just crush these folks as they stand. And I would quite like Ibiza back, but I might wait for them to go over to Minorca first. Whoa, now. When you take care of pretenders, you gotta take care of all of them. Remember the good old days when every rebel would ping pong? I don't, because I blocked them out. But it was there. Is there a reason you're not using the outraged macro builder mode? Because there are so many outraged people, I need to be able to be a bit more precise. It's handy that it took a bit away from me, and it gave me some nice surprises when people already liked me more than they should have. But at this point, nah. We're good. Not Milano. I don't care about Mimengren much, but I need to leap on Aragon in 91. Oh, but Milan's in 92. There's a lot to do, and not an aeon of time with which to do it. Okay, hopefully they get over to Minorca. Good, they made it there. That means you folks are heading over to Ibiza. Double time it. Can't wait till Spread of Discoveries hits Jake. Well, it'd be nice if it hits me after I make this peace deal. God, this isn't going to make me any friends at all. Let's get on that. 120 overextension will hurt, says Pizza Punts. It will, but maybe we should just embrace the pain. Is Dithmarschen? No, Dithmarschien's not on that list. Hamburg is. I'm surprised I haven't been friendly enough with Hamburg. I'll probably join that coalition, annoyingly so. Alright, let's just take it. I don't like all this waiting around. We'll just embrace the fun. Thankfully, Britain will ruin France. Look at those occupations. I don't know if they'll ruin them for sure, but they'll do some heavy damage. Remember, this is their reconquest. So they're at least wanting Armagnac, probably Maine, and hopefully they just take a lot more. It's very nice to see such a strong GB. Okay, we got a whole lot of Savoy. Unfortunately, they're all filthy heretics. Fortunately, he doesn't have recently converted malice. Also, unfortunately, yeah, Civil War is back on the menu, lads. Well, let's get coring. Just a little more and I can get the last one. Maybe I should have waited a few more months, but I was getting antsy there. And forts protect all of it, so the devastation should go away quite quickly. We'll make sure the Ottomans are our long-standing hated rival, and we'll try to pursue an alliance with the Mamluks, who should go friendly because the Ottomans are on our side. And we should be looking for allies in general, actually. A lot of them are just guys over here. And whilst Jaunpur might look interesting, it's not something I'm willing to go down right now. Khmer, that land of yours, could it be my subject's land, please? You dirty bugger. Relative strength of coalition affects this, even though it totally shouldn't. You're not part of the coalition. Ally Granada for great justice. Granada's doing fine on their own. That said, though, they are Ottoman's ally. I wonder if that'll get me into anything juicy. Still, we'll leave them be. Civil War is very becoming of Rome. There's that. Okay, hopefully we get Ibiza before the rebels come back. They might come back, but they also might not. Gelra has entered the coalition, go figure. Yeah, this is a very dangerous time for us, because a lot of people don't like us. Good grief, even Russia is just about joining that coalition. And it's mounting up, it is certainly mounting up, but I need to be sure to fight Milan as soon as they're ready to rock and roll, and Aragon. I wonder if I could just threaten war for Aragon. But whether I threaten or declare war, I need to do it in August 91, so I need to be ready for it by then. You need to paint the political map mode red, not the coalition one. We're working on both here, okay? Alright, we've got Ibiza back, and I can protect Ibiza with a single galley that I'm going to leave here. And I'm going to pick you folks up, and off we trot back home with you. I also need a bigger army. My manpower might not be doing too hot, but we can't be scared away by that. We have a healthy force limit. We have a lot of cannons. I just need more infantry to pad everything out with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Goodbye manpower, but hello large standing army. I missed it. Are they still there? Let's check. Friesland joins in. That's okay, I guess. Alright, they are still there. With a bit of luck, they'll defect, and then I'll be able to take over a brand new country. Which means I should probably make a claim on Tunis for Mallorca. Surely one of them will take care of the rebels, but you can never be that sure. Let's be ready for it. Great army, but we need them over somewhere that they don't drown in attrition. I'll get them back to Proma for now. Yeah, Lucca's fine for them. No need to overstress on this. But there is a need to get my coring done. Come on. Should have left Wallace for last. Hamburg sadly joins the coalition. Dithmarschen do not, though. Dithmarschen would even be my friend throughout all of this. Ah, we'll get them out of that. We will just barely get them out of that. I did not expect Tunis as part of this. Carthage have decided to join the coalition as well. Good thing I have such great friends who'll protect me through thick and thin. Maybe I could have greater friends, like the Mamluks. Actually, the Mamluks would lose battles, costing me horribly. That said, they have Tech 15, the Otto friends do not. Just need a great relationship with them. Oh, well, that's as high as the relationship can go, sadly. Any reason you've never drilled in times like these, when war is 1 or 2 years away? I'm curious if it's not to miss rebels or something like that. No deep reason behind it. I just often forget to drill because I'm usually so active with my armies. There are rebels to kill or wars to be ready for. Since it sets your morale so far down, I'm often in a bad space to immediately jump on a situation if I'm busy drilling. Hello, France is a situation. France are bankrupt, and my truce with them was very, very small. Oh god, so much opportunity. I need to make my way to Iberia one way or another. Okay, there's a lot of wars to be had. Hey, congratulations Britain, you managed to score Paris. And you want to solidify our relationship? Heck yes. I'm actually going to boost my trust with you because I'm worried that they would say no to joining a war on my side. Especially since my diplomatic reputation is tanked right now. I'll have you drilling as well. There's little reason not to. It's not like we're immediately going to see any rebels. Damn, that is one good looking Britain. The borders could do with some patching up, but they're 2 provinces away from touching. This triggers all kinds of bad emotions in me, says Dr. Marsonge. What, like inadequacy? Oh damn, royal babies with England ended already. Let's remake them. And then my ruler dies and it terminates. No, Diviet, you get nothing. Well, Langshang is about to become part of me. It's a slight regret that there's all this development that I didn't take back for them. But I actually save on points that way, Diplo points at least. We're paying enough Diplo points to get full cores on these, but we're not going to need full cores. We only need half cores for the trade company regions that we're going to make them into. Memengren is about to coalition us, no doubt. Oh yeah, they hate what we did. Everybody hates what we did. Switzerland is a potential ally, but I don't want small, weak allies in this big fight that I'm surely about to have. But who knows, this coalition might not trigger. They might look at me and go, you know, it's just not worth the bother. The problem is I'm going to be fighting a whole bunch of wars that are going to make me look very weak. I'm going to fight France, I'm going to fight Aragon, and I'm going to fight Milan in 90, 91, and 92. Well, one of the positive things about having a lot of people in a coalition against you is that it heightens the likelihood of you seeing if one of them is going to attack you with the "there will be blood" warning, which is one of the more awesome things I've ever added. Also, we just cruised through 120 overextension without a single bad event hitting us, and normally they hit you like a sledgehammer. This is just fantastic. Also, the Danes have joined. That's a bit of a concern. The Danes are big and strong, and it'll be hard to get them out of there. Probably should have considered the Danes as somebody that I didn't want in it. But at this point I got aggressive expansion from Islay to Cathay. I got a couple years of respite though, but then the French are going down. Then the Aragonese are going down, funnily enough, en route. And then somewhere along all that, the Milanese have to go down. Brescia would make for a good fort until I can grab Treviso. So I should probably grab Brescia, which I have not claimed. I have little reason not to state all of these up. They're not great areas, but the land is pretty great. Also, I want to be able to defend Wallace better, since it's a mountainous fort. Sure, just bring it all on. We'll worry about the coring later. Still have these rebels sitting around in Aragon, which is nice. What would also be nice are more claims on Aragon, but unless I want to go... Yeah, is there even anything else worth claiming off of him? Yes, there is. I should make my claim on Minorca, so that if Majorca spits off, I can immediately pounce on them, which is the whole point of claiming Tunis as well. Lovely. Denmark keeps getting bankrupt, that's fine. Are all your mountain forts fully upgraded? No, they're not. And you know, I just barely have any money, so I'd rather not spend more on them. You know how it is. Alright, we did everything to keep Dithmarschen off of our hair, and it succeeded. That's the last claim I think we need on Aragon for a wee while. After that, I'll be getting claims, I'll be getting cores back off of them. It's taken a heck of a long time to integrate Langshan, but we'll get there. What else? What else? I am claiming in France. I don't know what I'll claim off of them though. Actually, my options are very limited to only these bordering places, and I would rather stick to this. So it looks like I'm claiming Foulaquier and not much else. Whilst I enjoy quite a lot of free diplomats, so that's a good reason to stick them onto Automat. There you go. Those outraged countries, make them less outraged, please. My allies are seeing me through thick and thin. Good grief, what's your problem, Castile? Portugal's breaking up with England. What? Why? What happened? This is highly unusual. They are bound by neutrality. Why would they have broken that marriage? Maybe this happened because of something Britain did as an Anglican, but now having Britain as an ally is looking like a big lot of trouble because I'm their only ally. They're not cozy with Castile nor Portugal anymore, but I don't know why. Portugal's a great power. Interesting. Well, somebody did give them a bit of land to make them a great power. Don't know who. Probably a very attractive and greatly coloured country. Jake New World, maybe? Yeah, maybe they had something happening over in the New World, but I don't see a lot of British presence over there. Do they even have exploration? Yeah, they do. And expansion. So where are the British? Yeah, they're in Greenland, perhaps? I got the claims, at least. No, not a whole lot going on there, but that's fine. I don't plan on getting involved on anything particularly colonial here. I should have you nailed on Castile. There's a high chance that they'll turn on me if I don't. Piedmont is done. We got it all done now. Great. Fully stated up at least. It is quite tempting to upgrade these forts given the pain that I'm likely to fall into. And it's not a huge amount of dosh. And this will be my hard line here for some time anyway, so yeah, I think I will upgrade those. I spend quite a lot on forts, more than I normally do. Alright, in 1 year I need to stop the drilling and get ready to kick France in the keister. And it'll be just in time to integrate my subject as well. Unsurprisingly, that's another one joining the coalition list. But that's okay, come one, come all. I'm potentially ready for you. GB have a colonial... Yeah, they do. Newfoundland. They're there somewhere. Oh man, France, it sucks to be you. It also sucks to be Aragon. So many people to slaughter. But that would all be lost if... Alright, well, here's a good reason why I don't... No, we have forts protecting all of this, so it's okay. I can let the revolt spawn, and I'll just fight them in favourable conditions. Do you still want to align with the Mamluks? I'm on the fence about that. They would probably do a good... Oh, wait, they don't trust me at all? What did I do to break Mamlukian trust? Probably all the other allies they watched me screw over, all things considered. Since I have a fort there, I'm... Oh, wow, they mean business, don't they? But they're not particularly large or scary, are they? Oh well, let's go and do our dutiful. I shall be a slaughter, as they would say in Stronghold 2, I think, though. Veneering. Veneering's one of those things that doesn't happen very often. And unfortunately it happens in this campaign where... Ah, crumbs, I'm not paying for them, am I? They just came out of drilling. Fortunately, don't need a lot of morale to slaughter these guys. My cannons pretty much instantly retreated when they met the front row anyway. Alright, well, let's just chill out a bit. Who's next on the menu? France, then Aragon, then Milan. Oh, God, I need a lot of admin. And I'm really dragging behind in admin tech as well. Perhaps our new government reform could help us out. Absolutism and constitutionalism. Minimum autonomy in territories is actually going to be pretty good because we're going to have a lot of them. But 5 states is pretty nice. What's the meta on this one anyway? What do people tend to prefer largely? I guess it depends on how much you blob. But this is going to be a hyper blob campaign, so it makes sense to go for minimum autonomy in territories. At least that's what makes sense to me. I always pick states, says Adriano. Okay, well if Adriano picks that, that's all the more reason not to. Even if I go hyper blob. What a guy. There's a river crossing penalty into Wallace, so it'd be nice for us to be there ahead of time. Oh, but we're not going to be. Milan spy network is up. Yeah, it just needs to be up a bit more to fabricate that claim, because I have a whole bunch of claims on them. Oops, we're not going to arrive in... No, we arrive at a fairly good time. There we go. Good enough. One more tick and I should be able to afford claiming Brescia. The Ottomans are really gearing up to attack me, but that's okay. Oh, we could golden era. Morale, power costs, goods produced. And I'm about to grab a whole lot of everything. The absolutism kind of hurts because we won't be making the most use of it. But I think it's time to say that this is our golden era. It's one of those things you just put off and put off, so no, let's just put it to use immediately. But the real reason I should be here is thinking about this. Prestige for conversions. I quite like that. Ah, I got discovered. Dang, dang, dang. Oh well, I didn't need that claim. It just would have been extremely useful. Oh, with the golden era happening, we instantly integrate Langshan. Unless, you know, you actually do want to give up some land for them. I don't have any other claims, but boo-hoo. There we go. Integration may be a slow process, but this is all ours now. And since I'm not areaing any of it up, I just need to go to the trade screen here and say add it all to the trade company charter, please. I think all of it was inside the Siam node, is that correct? Probably, but I can double check right here. Yeah. That's just swell. We also grabbed ourselves this fairly useless looking fort that I'm not sure I want. Not when we have Sukhothai right here. So let's just cast that one into the shadows. And that should bump up our everything. Well, oh right, yeah, I inherited an army with that. Oh, a very well drilled army. Very, very well drilled. I'm gonna... There are enemy armies? Okay, there are technically some rebels next to us. How much over am I? I'm over by 5. And then I'll get rid of 6 of them. And have you guys join up in with those in Pegu. I should probably have you guys drill, but then I'd be using up a general all the way over there, and I'd rather not. Jake, lazy merchant. That we do. I could be collecting in Genoa to make extra buckets of ducats. Wait, wasn't I once collecting in Venice? I'd like to collect again, please. Ferrara, Genoa, extra base tax. Base tax is really not that worth it, but you got to consider the other things that you're not getting by paying that. Okay, France. That truce is up very, very soon, so it's time to stop drilling, and it's time to march in, and this is a smash and grab, if ever there was one. France have no ally. France have no reasonable allies for me to care about. They do have land that I do care about. I'll just keep that going. I will also make my claim here just in case. It looks like they are going to defect, which is very useful for me. We might be able to get good enough relations to force Tunis out of the yeah. If I threw an insult over to Venice, it would get Tunis out. And I should be looking towards getting big players out of this coalition. Big players like Denmark. And a well-placed insult to Russia would keep them out, and Russia don't have aggressive expansion enough to join a coalition against me. So yeah, I could probably kick Denmark and Tunis out of this, and that's a couple of beefy enough players from this list. But first and foremost, France have got to fall. The fact that Jake still doesn't know most of Europe is weird. I hope PDS rewrites the Terra Incognita reveal mechanics. I swear we did once, but I think it broke a lot of things, so we unwrote it. And it's going to take a long time for me to fall out of the habit of saying we when it comes to myself and Paradox. That's almost sad, isn't it? Okay, Ibiza, I'm just going to convert you now. I don't like seeing you there in such a sorry state. And with the lowered autonomy and territories, it's cheaper for me to convert them as well. Isn't that sweet? Allied with Lubeck. I wonder if I can convince Lubeck that that's a bad idea. I can't, because I can't see them. Fair enough. Also, does anybody want to join me in this curb stomping of France? Truce and debt? But if you didn't have that debt, you would. I have little reason to involve Castile unless I wanted to attack one of their allies. But I could bring them in. I won't, but let's just enjoy crushing France. Oh boy, Truce with France has ended. Truce with Switzerland has ended, but that other one means very little to me. Lubeck, I could co-belligerate you, but it makes little odds. Let's just have our enjoyable war with France, and it's time to absolutely slice our way through all of this. and enjoy filling out our borders a lot. Again, according to my list here, I need to take Iberian eastern and southern coastlines and northern Italy before I move into Anatolia, Greece, Tunis, and mainland Iberia. So I'll be satisfied when I have Aragon's coastline and Castile's southern coastline, and then we open the vault towards this and this. Well, I mean, I'm probably going to stomp all over this on the way. So let's declare that war and make it all happen in the next episode. I'm actually going to take it a bit easy tonight because I'm working on the survey results, and I want to get those done in good time. And it's already not good time. Legendary Marvin says, I just knew it. Well, at least we have a lot of war to look forward to next time. But until that next time, cheers and cheerio.